Hey guys, Michael at ChuckTrucks.com again. Today we've got another install video for you on a 2015 GMC Canyon. We're going to be installing the Undercover Flex tonneau cover, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so after you've went through the instructions, checked against your parts list, make sure that you got everything that came in the kit, the next thing you're going to do is go ahead and jump in the bed, and we're going to install this seal across the bulkhead here. One more thing you want to realize with this is that you want to put it as close to this back edge as possible. And then the other note to keep in mind here is that this vehicle has a spray-in liner. And because spray-in liners, the materials that they consist of, adhesive products don't really like to stick to them very much. But, you know, still, 9 times out of 10, just go ahead and put it on there just to be safe. Because what it's going to do is it's going to close this gap up because we have factory bed caps on this truck. Okay, so after we get the strip on in the front, next we'll go ahead and jump in the bed. We're going to attach our rail system to the bed itself, and you want to make sure that you close the tailgate. The reason being is you just want to make sure that you've got the spacing correct front to back. You want just a little bit of gap at the front, and then you want to just level that thing out. And then also another key note here is that in their instructions, they say flush to about an 1/8 inch under the bed rail whenever you go to apply this rail system to the bed. So you can apply just a hair underneath the rail, and that typically is good enough for most of the covers that we install. With the driver's side done, the passenger side is exactly the same. Alright, the next thing you'll notice here is that what we've done is instead of drilling a hole in the bed, because this truck already has a sprayed-in bed liner, one thing that we're going to take advantage of is the fact that down here in the bulkhead, we've actually got holes that are already here. So we're just going to utilize those for our drain tubes. Just one important key note here is that whenever you put them in there, you want to be kind of sensitive to how you route them and make sure that you sort of bend the tube a little bit right here, work it in, so that way it doesn't have a kink. And as long as you do that, you should be fine as far as drainage is concerned. Alright, so with everything in place, now we just got to secure our cover. So jump in the back, take your cover, push it up to the front, and sort of push it up there until you feel it butt against the bulkhead. Once you get to that point, take a look underneath, and you should be able to gauge as far as how the lock strikes are interacting with the rail system itself, whether or not they are adjusted correctly. Once you get that, unfold the cover, make sure it's adjusted all the way to the back properly. Alright, so with the cover centered and adjusted properly, we can gently release it from the rails, attach it to our prop rod so it stays open, and then we'll just take this assembly here, attach it to the bottom side of the cover, and basically tighten this assembly up, and it'll attach it to the rail system. And one last thing to show you is that there's actually a little bit of adjustability in the locks themselves. What I noticed is that this one, even though it's centered, it seems like the lock's not latching onto the rail too much. So we just go ahead and loosen up these 2 Phillips head bolts right here. Once those are loose enough, you can slide that assembly outward a little bit, tighten it back up, and it's fixed. Have questions about Undercover or any of their other products? Feel free to visit www.chuckstrucks.com. We'll be glad to help you. And as always, thanks for watching.